What is up, guys, and welcome to the annual 2016 Horrorthon. Now this is my first Horrorthon. Horror has always been my favorite genre, but I've never really done a Horrorthon, which is just watching a bunch of horror films, reviewing it for you guys, and also just doing some cool things on the side, like maybe some short films for stuff like that, you know. But yeah, I mean, actually, I'm filming this intro kind of like after I've done like more than half of the video, so I have a lot of really cool things lined up for you guys. And yeah, so what we're going to be doing this Horrorthon is basically we're watching some films, basically. The first film we'll be watching tonight is the Rob Zombie Halloween. You'll see more about it as the video progresses, because I'm shooting this video before, so it's like, you know, it's different. But yeah, so I just want to thank you guys so much for watching. I'm back on YouTube, so that's just an awesome thing. And yeah, so you know what? I'm just gonna stop talking and we'll just get on with the video. Okay, guys, and now we're back in my normal setup, and so I'm gonna start with a couple movies that I've gotten, and then go on to the more different routes of stuff, not movies or Blu-rays. So let's just start with the first one. The first one, which is like the most prized one, I guess. And if you would go over this little stack I got, Jeepers Creepers 2. Released from Shout Factory. I just fell in love with the cover. I really just fell in love with the cover completely. And so I just decided to get this, you know, because I really love Jeepers Creepers. The third one's going to be coming out soon. I love the first one. I love the second one. Next one we got is American Psycho. And the last thing I got was the 10 movies, part of the Vault of Horror. It's got many films with Vincent Price, Christopher Lee, Peter Graves, David Jansen, Peter Cushing, Clint Walker, and George A. Romero, of course. So you can just guess it's probably Night of the Dead. So the movies in here are Scream of the Wolf, Wolfman, Moon of the Wolf, Snow Beast, Silent Night, Bloody Night, Don't Look in the Basement, Jack the Ripper, Satanic Rites of Dracula, House on Haunted Hill, and Night of the Living Dead. Let's just go off to I got two masks. I just started for this one, actually. I ordered this one online, so it doesn't look good at all. It's just a Jason Voorhees mask. It was like $2. I just got it because it was cheap. This is one that my friend made, Atticus Jacobs. He makes like a lot of masks. Well, he's gonna make more masks in the future. But this is a Part 7 Jason Voorhees mask. Really, really nice detail. And we came back and made this. So I'm gonna show you guys some detail on this. Just gonna try to get some more detail. Let's see if I can get this all. You guys can see good detail. I got this a couple days ago when I was Halloween shopping, a Chucky from Child's Play 2, which is one of my favorite in the series. I got this. It's pretty simple. That's pretty cool though. I really just liked it. It was the only one left, so I was like, I'm getting that definitely. Here's it's supposed to be part 2, but I think honestly this mask could be 3 different movies, honestly. Let me just show you like this one first. This one, it's Michael Myers mask. It's from Trick or Treat Studios, $40 on Amazon. Yeah, that's that. I also have a jumpsuit from Dickies, and I did customize it with bullet holes and everything. Right now, me dressed up completely in it. Let's go there. guys wouldn't mind if you guys would just leave down below what part do you think that mask fits the most in the Halloween trilogy. So yeah, I'll show you guys the bullet holes and everything. It's made by, you know, just acrylic paint, red paint, you know, 1, 2, 3, and there's one right here on the shoulder too. But as you can see, it's really nothing special, and I don't think you can see anything left of that. But as you can see, it's a, you know, full janitor suit and everything. I just got to get the boots, and then we'll be basically good. So let's go back. And we are back at the normal position. So before I get on to the 2 movies that I've picked out just for right now that I'm going to watch over this until Halloween, I did get this one movie towards the time that I was not active on YouTube, and I forgot to show you guys it, so now I just found it. It's the Funhouse Massacre. It is a remake of the original one that came out in the 1900s, 1980s probably. It wasn't that old. This was a 2015. This is a Shout Factory 2, but this was actually not expensive at all. This was like, I think it was like $10, maybe a little less than $10 at Best Buy. I got this with Jeepers Creepers, so it was like a hefty $32, something like that. So it has Robert Englund, which is pretty cool. It's a pretty cool film. I like it. It's got a really cool things, some interesting effects, but overall it's really a pretty nice horror film. So getting on to the 2 films that I have decided just for now that I'm going to watch. They're both Halloween films. So the first one I'm going to be watching is the Rob Zombie film. I really did enjoy both Rob Zombie films. I really did think they're pretty good. The second one being not so good, but still decent, whatever. I mean, I can understand how he's trying to get more into the story, and I respect that completely. So I like this one too a lot. I liked how it really went a lot more in depth with Michael's past and his story, just a lot more than in the original. And I really liked how Rob Zombie did that. And I love the new dark look of him. I really do like that a lot. And of course, you know, in the Halloween 2 remake, the rest of it is just, I feel like there's too many flashbacks. Definitely, I think we can all agree that too many flashbacks, definitely, for that. But yeah, I'm gonna be watching the other Halloween movie is the Curse of Michael Myers. This was, fun fact, this was the first Halloween film I ever watched. Not the first one. This is the first one, the 6th one. Why? I have no clue. I just bought it because it was really cheap when I first got into. If you guys actually look into one of my, I think it's my first Blu-ray pickups video, you'll see that I got this movie. Now I'm like, it's got bad reviews, but I'm gonna watch anyway. And that was kind of how my love for horror kind of started, because I remember I watched this film and I was like, you know what, it's not that bad. I actually kind of enjoyed it. So that's all for updating you guys with that. Now what we're gonna do right now is I'm gonna be, you know, it's just gonna basically just skip to when I'm in bed at night. So yeah, I guess I'll see you guys when I'm watching the film. Okay, what is it, guys? So it is right now it's about 12 o'clock, I think, or no, 11 o'clock. I just finished watching Rob Zombie's Halloween, and yeah, I really liked it. This is the 2nd time I've watched it, I think, and I will be watching it more and more because I really just love the remake. I love how he goes just so in depth, you know, with the character and just everything about it. I love how Rob Zombie did it. There's a lot of flaws with the story and everything, but overall, it's not that bad. So I'm gonna go to sleep right now. Okay guys, so I just basically went driving, not for nothing really. There was just like a little carnival. It wasn't actually a haunted house. Mistaken on that one, but no worries. We just came back from, it was like 30-minute drive there, so it was kind of annoying. But yeah, so we were back at home. It's about 7:30, I believe. It's about 7:30, maybe 7:40. But yeah, so I'm gonna have some dinner, and then I'm gonna watch Halloween: The Curse of Michael Myers. Okay guys, and now it's time for me to review Halloween the Curse of Michael Myers, the 6th film in the Halloween series. Throughout this part, this is after the return of Michael Myers, which I thought it was pretty decent, but also the 4th and the 5th one really were kind of just very normal films for me. So this one is kind of like, you know, it's definitely different from the 4th and 5th one. I feel like the return of Michael Myers and the Curse of Michael Myers are definitely different films. This one being just because it's got a completely different story. In this one, we find out that Michael Myers is immortal, which it's kind of funny. It took them 6 films to tell us. It's kind of obvious that he's immortal after 6 films. But yeah, basically he has a tattoo on his wrist of the Curse of Thorns, which is basically an immortal curse that you can't ever be killed or some shit like that. But yeah, so we realize that he is the Curse of Thorns in this one. Paul Rudd still manages to kill him, but well, he manages to put him to sleep for a while, then he comes back in the 20 years later. Yeah, so overall, I really actually did like this one. It's definitely in my top 5 for my favorite ones in the series. Definitely, just basically, I love the look of Michael. I love the different things he used in the movies. He uses all these cool weapons. I love that part where he uses an axe. I love that part so much. I like it that there's just a different kind of story to it. I mean, obviously it's probably not the best film out there, but it's got like a different story to it. It's it's about the son. The beginning. At the beginning, I found annoying with all the screaming. I think everybody found it very annoying when that woman was about to give birth and she was just screaming like just so much. It was really annoying, and that's probably something I will never really enjoy watching that film. But overall, I really did like the movie. I liked how Paul Rudd was pretty good. Still not the best acting, but it's a horror film, and he's like, it's when he was starting off, so it's manageable. But yeah, overall, I really did actually like this movie, and overall, I will be giving it a 3.5 stars out of 5. Most movies I've given are about 3 stars in this series, except for Halloween Resurrection, which I think is just complete crap. I hated it so much. I gave that like a 1 star, which is extremely low for a movie in the Halloween series. I gave Rob Zombie's 4 stars. I gave the original 4.5 stars or 5 stars or something like that. And yeah, but most of my ratings are about 3 stars for those films. 3 stars is like the very basic Michael Myers film. 3 stars being that. But yeah, so that is basically all we got for this year's Horrorthon. I actually didn't watch many horror films. I watched a lot of horror films before, a bunch of different. I watched like the entire Friday the 13th, all the movies again. Then I watched a bunch of the Halloween films, more than just these 2. But these 2, I don't want to put too many reviews in it. I don't want to make it too long, of course. This is going to be roughly about like 14 minutes, something like that. So I feel like that's like, it's a decent time. I hope people might watch throughout it. I don't really know. But yeah, so that's basically all for this year's Horrorthon. I had a lot of fun doing it. Halloween was very fun. I didn't record any of it because I just forgot to, honestly. I put on the mask, went with my friends, and I scared so many people. They were running away from me. They thought I was legitimate, stuff like that. And I should have recorded it. I really should have recorded it, but I was just so into the role of killing people. No, not killing people, like stalking people. That sounds weird. That I just didn't have time to record. I really didn't. I didn't have time. I had time, but I just didn't do it. So yeah, that's basically all for this year's Horrorthon. My next video will be probably more horror reviews. Maybe I think either Hacksaw Ridge review or Doctor Strange review. Maybe both. I'm not really sure. I'm going to go see Doctor. That's all for this year's Horrorthon, guys. Thank you guys so much for joining me. If you did join me, unless you just reviewed the video and got the fuck out of there the minute you saw my face.
For that second chance, for a break that...
Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I hope you guys have an amazing day. I hope you guys had an amazing Halloween. Let me know down below if you did anything special on Halloween or just watched a movie. There's nothing wrong with just watching horror films on Halloween. There's nothing wrong with that. So I will see you guys in the next review. You guys have an amazing day.